Hi guys, welcome to Andrew and Irene's YouTube channel documenting our travels on our sailing yacht called Saracen, a Beneteau Oceanus 473. This episode centres around the Caribbean island of Saint Lucia. Hope you enjoy and please remember to leave a like. Saint Lucia is one of the Windward Islands, and during the 17th and 18th centuries it was swapped hands many times between the English and French. It eventually became part of the British Empire in 1814. It remained in the Empire until 1979, when it then became fully independent. As we approach Saint Lucia, the pitons come into view. These are an iconic picture postcard image of the Caribbean. However, we decided not to stay here this time and push on to Rodney Bay. We will return here to stop at some point in the future. We arrived at Rodney Bay and set our anchor. This is a wide open bay protected from the prevailing northeasterly wind. There were hundreds of boats of all shapes and sizes. During our provisioning shop in Macy's, how surreal is that? We find British Lincolnshire sausages. We eat a fine dinner this evening. Egg, sausages and chips. Yum. Our first excursion is a walk round the bay to visit Pigeon Island. This is a location of an old English fort called Fort Rodney, giving the English a full view of the bay. It was subsequently used in World War II by the Americans as a listening and communications station. After our walk, we moved the boat around to the other side of the bay. We were about to drop anchor, but Andrew decided to move a bit closer into the shore. During the night, a metal German boat decides to drive through the anchorage, dragging his anchor along the seabed. He uproots 5 boats in the area that we nearly anchored in. He eventually drives round a yacht and a catamaran about 15 times. A real good mess. One of the boats he snagged started letting off flares. We switched on our deck light, powered up the VHF radio and put the engine key in just in case we had to make a quick getaway. There was lots of screaming, even on the VHF radio, and eventually a police rib came along and boarded the German boat and brought it to a halt. Rodney Bay is a well-known hurricane hole. In the inner lagoon there are several abandoned yachts, all in various states of disrepair. We find out that you can no longer anchor in the inner lagoon. There were also some fine massive houses here looking out onto the lagoon, some with guard dogs and some with swimming pools, and some with both. On the way back, we stopped at the optician's. Andrew's now broken 2 pairs of glasses. The receptionist took the glasses upstairs and returned saying that the technician will work on them and that it might be a while. I see the pound signs roll in Andrew's eyes. 5 minutes later, glasses repaired, all for £3. We next hike up Mount Picard. This is a part of an American World War II base. After a longish, slow walk up a forest path, we're treated with a viewpoint. We take a well-earned rest and savour the view. The next part of the climb is very steep, and the first of that section is roped. This helps you over the rock faces. En route, we came across a tree growing out of one of the rocks. We make it to the top, and again there are magnificent views of Rodney Bay. We can't stay on the top for long though, as we're in the full sun and it was baking hot. With our Canadian friends we visit Castries, the island's capital. The bus trip's uneventful and we're not jam-packed in the bus like other journeys we've made. Being a Saturday, it's market day and we buy some fruit. The cruise ships come right into the city centre here, and Andrew spots the P&O Britannia cruise ship, this being a ship that he did some work for. We set sail after spending 7 days here and then head off to Martinique. See you!